What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So it's another construction update. I know you guys love these.
What's wrong with construction updates?
I don't think anything, but we have had some comments.
Still?
No, it's better now.
Okay, I addressed that.
But we're gonna show you guys what has changed here at the property in probably, what, 2 weeks since the last one? Which things change here every day, so there's
And
a lot.
we'll check out some crocodiles too.
Okay, well, I got you guys some crocodiles, so let's get into the video.
All right, guys, so if you notice, we are down here at the end, which is exciting because that means we're essentially done all these ponds, roughly. You see Antonio is wrapping them all up, so we're just putting the cap on them, and then once they're done, we'll put the tie. Actually, no, the tiebacks are in. So what these are, I know, Ryan, I'll stop, turn around, talk. So what these are metal rods, ran all the way down, deep into the ground with a big concrete block. So what that does is it just holds the wall from ever moving. So, you know, obviously once you fill it up, it's a pretty equal pressure, but once we dig this out, it's gonna be a lot of this pushing back, and the tiebacks will hold it. So if we ever have to do any maintenance or whatnot, it's essential. So those are all in, that's good. So all we have to do is the cap, and then this pond is done.
How many tiebacks do you typically put for a pond?
This one is about 4, so roughly you can see every third sheet.
So four on each side?
Yep, so every third sheet roughly. But you see these ponds are different. What's funny is, like, you know, we did 2 different ponds here. So we did the L shape and then the square. It's funny because, you know, I've always said this is like the perfect pond.
The L shape.
But I found so many uses for this because it's like a great transitional phase for crocs, you know, introduction, so they can have separate areas. Like when we move the Yacares out, it's great because there's 3 animals. They have their own spaces. So maybe we should have done 3 of those, 4 of these, but it is what it is, guys. You know, I'm tired of changing things. I'm ready for things to be done and have you guys here. So we'll just keep pressing forward and make it work.
Now, what are you thinking as far as like completion of this now? Like, what now that you're not changing in much more?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been working like crazy. Honestly, if I stepped back and I wasn't involved, it'd be done, you know, in no time. But with me changing everything, it adds delays. But these guys are awesome. They're working really well, especially with this heat. You know, I got to give them all the credit. You know, I just do some drawings and design it, but they're the ones who make it come to life. So it's all them. You know, them and Carlos, and you know, they're the guys that really can make this happen. And it's incredible. It's incredible to see what it's looking like. You know, it's so many months.
What do you think for these ones then? Like 2 weeks? And all these will be done?
All right, so we talked to Carlos. We are thinking a week to finish, a week for drainage and digging out. We're a little behind, obviously, already because we got a ton of rain, so we couldn't do the drainage. And also, it's hard to dig the ponds with so much water. So realistically, we're probably, let's see, a week for this. I'd say 2 to 3 weeks. We'll have the walls up and everything.
And grass or no?
Yeah. So we're good with grass. We have a guy that has grass. And that was another issue, is we were finding people that were running out quick because we got a ton of rain, and once it stopped raining, everyone, you know, I'll put all their orders in for grass, and everyone took delivery of it. But we got drainage coming in, so that'll drain all these ponds. And then we just dig out the ponds and then the walls around it, and then, you know, essentially we're done. We're a little further along. We got the caps over there, but let's go over there. I know it's a little loud over here. All right, so you can see the bumpers are on these ponds because these are the ones we were changing. So they're done, which is awesome. They got the caps on. Those got the bumpers on, so we just got to put the bumpers on these, and then they are ready to go. So obviously all we have to do is finish that drain, put the bumpers on these smaller ponds, shapes, and then we will put the walls in. You know, so I'm thinking realistically next week we'll be putting the walls up, which will be awesome to see, because then we're gonna come up here. We gotta leave this open to get all the plants in, but I guess now's the time to start planning out the plants because of that, because I don't want any more holdbacks. I mean, there's so many things that we're adding and making more complicated for the crocodile's benefit, that it's better just to do it now. So it's given us delays. So realistically, my January 1st deadline is
It's
not looking
slipped
good.
away.
But you know, it's going to be incredible nonetheless when we get this done.
So what are you thinking then? Like June 1st?
No.
No, August?
I think no, the other way. The other way. I think I'm gonna shoot for March 1st. I'd say
March
3
1st.
months. 3 months, right?
For the entire
No,
sanctuary
that's
to be
only
done.
2 months. That's only January and February. Yeah, so I'd say April 1st. Yeah.
April 1st of next year, sanctuary done, ready for
ready to
tours.
go. Yeah. Just because there's so many things, like we got to do all the pavers, we got to do all the landscaping. There's a lot, and we got to build all that secretive stuff.
That hasn't even
Enclosures.
begun.
No.
And now they haven't seen this yet. These enclosures have grass in them. This is
Oh, yeah.
brand new
Mhm.
because in the last video there was no grass.
So the question is Carlos thinks this grass is different than the grass we had over by the Niles, because we've noticed the grass we use over there is getting really long. I mean, obviously the Niles are keeping it down, but the other enclosures are getting really high. So hopefully this is a different strain of zoysia that doesn't get so tall. What you can see there is like that's gonna be the final product. There's Christian. What's up? And Javon.
So want to explain the final product? Are you going to paint it? What's going to...
No, just a natural look, because it matches, you know, all the cat. So it's a natural wood coloration, just hides all that white. So the white is essentially just a biosecure barrier, and then we're going to do the wood on top, so it really makes it look nice.
And it's going to, no paint, no weather stripping, nothing, that wood's ready to go?
Yeah. I mean, we might want to stain it of some sort, seal it to protect it a little bit, but other than that, no. I mean, we're ready to go. Realistically, once we do that, we're pretty much done this enclosure. Because obviously, as you can see, these guys are in here, so it's not safe to bring Cuban crocodiles in here. But
so once they do the outside of this, croc moves should be in store?
Yeah.
Because they can work on the inside while the crocs are already in here.
So I'm going to say it right now.
Okay.
We're going to move the big pair of salties this month. We're going to move the Cuban crocodiles this month. We're going to move the American crocodiles this month. We're going to try to move Professor and his girlfriend Ursula and Chubbs. So that's the goal for September. So another thing that I love about the sheep pile and how high it is, as you can see, how they really like to shade themselves here. Now it obviously, what I've noticed is it lets the grass grow longer, which is weird because you think the shade would kind of inhibit that growth, but it definitely boosts it for sure. But you can see a lot of them lay here and get the shade. It's funny because you think a lot of these crocodiles would just go in the water, but they love the shady areas. So that's why I really want to implement to all the future enclosures that I build. It just have plenty of shady areas. Now obviously with 14 animals, it's tough because that's a lot of shady spots. But generally speaking, this is set up for 1, 2, 3 crocodiles, which we have more than enough shade in for. You can see how big this one is.
Yeah, I mean,
compared to even that one there.
You got some big ones in there.
Chunk. Yeah, that one's easily got to be 60 foot now.
Yeah.
All right, that's your crocodiles. We're done. No, we'll go find some more.
Well, how about we show them tall grass in the enclosure that doesn't have crocodiles?
Yeah. Okay.
That way they can kind of see the difference between like the Nile ones, the one where the new enclosure we're just in, and then obviously the grass on these is kind of gotten out of hand.
Yeah, it definitely has, and that's what I was saying, how it grows over there. The question is why? Why is this was supposedly zoysia grass and supposedly stays short like this? When you see it's definitely the same strand, but especially on the corners, it just like grows like crazy.
Yeah, so, it's like step in there just so they can get some preference, or not preference, perspective. Like that's real tall.
Yeah, like that's like a foot.
And that's not even the tallest part. Like right here is probably the tallest.
Yeah.
Right throughout the shade, and I mean, geez. You're gonna have to come in here and mow it.
Yeah. And that's what I don't want. I got this grass because you don't have to cut it, because it doesn't get super tall, but I was wrong. Again, I'm tired of being wrong.
Rip it out.
Don't. If that grass is good over there, I'm like, rip it out. What's next? Let's see if this works. So, random, but enclosed trailer has air conditioning. So with the heat of the day, you know, I set it up where the guys can come in here and hopefully get some AC. Woo.
Does it work?
It works. Good. Because like I said, guys, I don't know how they do it working out there. I mean, it is so freaking hot. So at least I can provide this for when they have their lunch break, they can come in here and cool off to a certain degree. You know, it's definitely far, far nicer in there than out here.
Well,
so,
look at you being all nice.
Look at me being all nice and caring. Not Karen, caring. Karen would just shut him down. So as you can see, this is the more neglected area. We just have so much going on. The least of my concerns is the grass.
Yeah, I mean, this grass is long. Good thing you didn't put this in the enclosures. Yeah. Any update with the salt?
No crocs in here.
Nothing.
But come next week, this will be full of crocodiles.
So you want to try to move the salties next week?
Yes. Yeah.
What's going to be like are these going to be the first move that we do, or do you want to move the smaller stuff? I mean, once they're done with that outside, we can. Why don't we put it? I
want to get these guys. These guys are a long time coming. I mean, we can do that the same week. So we have some crocodiles coming next week. That.
Yeah. Oh, you want to
extremely excited about that. Hopefully they come next week. That is all I am going to say. But so make sure you guys stay tuned for that video, because I mean, it'll be mind-blowing. But anyway, salties. So salties we can do probably Wednesday, and let's see, we can definitely move the Cubans the same week.
Okay.
Hopefully
Cubans Monday, salties Wednesday.
Monday.
When are those other crocs coming?
Labor Day?
Labor Day we're off.
Yeah, we don't work Labor Day.
Okay. Tuesday.
They know that, right? We're not gonna be here. We're not gonna be here Labor Day. We're working. If you guys have issues, don't come ask us. Just kidding. This is a 24-hour, 7 days a week job. This is, I mean, that's animals, you know? I mean, you never get a day off. Come on, girl. So yeah, that's Ursula. So put it right here, and I think she'll run in. You can see her, she is so crazy.
And yeah, she's a female salty.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. But I think, you know, she's going to be one that will be super easy. He seems super easy, so my goal is just get them in a group a day. So if we can do them Wednesday, them Thursday, and then Chubbs Friday,
we'll be good.
We'll be good. Yeah.
Is Chubbs getting a girlfriend?
Yeah.
When we move them?
Yeah.
We're gonna put them together at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, you heard it here first, people.
You heard it here first. What is this? Oh, look at her.
And then when do you want to do the Americans?
I want to do the Cubans before the Americans.
When do you want to do the Cubans?
Tuesday? No, Tuesday we're busy with the new crocodiles.
Oh, okay.
And then depends on the wells. I'd like to wait till the wells come in, but I think he should be doing the wells next week. If that's the case, then we should be all set for next week. But either way, we'll have plenty of time for them. The biggest goal is to get the big crocs over to the new facility and get them set up so we don't have to worry about them in here. You know, obviously being hurricane rated over there, we're coming into it. Well, we are into it. So we got September and October, which are 2 bad months for hurricanes. So we can get these crocodiles out and get them over there. That's much safer.
I mean, that will relieve a lot of your stress.
Yeah.
And then you've got these other 9 enclosures ready for crocodiles.
And that's the thing too, is like if a bad hurricane is coming, then we can easily move smaller crocs. Those big crocs are going to be an endeavor and a half. And these smaller crocs are just going from here to here, like a couple hundred feet. Whereas those, it's going to a whole new facility. So I'd rather get those out of the way and get them done, and then get the smaller crocs moved. Still next month, this month, because it's September.
It's September 1st.
It is September. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up yet another update. You're welcome.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Primitive Predators, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.